What's up, guys? Hope you're having a good morning. It's kind of dreary around here. It's raining all night. So I want to kick the day off with a good, helpful video. So today I want to talk about Steemit and giving love to some of the newbies that are just joining or has been around for a while and still unsure of the platform and how to get followers. So getting followers, it's hard but easy. I say it's hard because you gotta put in the hard work. It might take a while, but it's easy because once you start getting idea of what you want to do and post, you'll get like-minded people commenting your stuff. So let's jump in from the beginning. Say, hey, I just joined. I just signed up for my Steemit profile. What do I do, and how do I get followers? How do I make an impact on this platform? Well, first and foremost, you have to not have an idea of what you want to talk about. What do you want people to get engaged with you with? So, what interests you in life? What would you be doing outside of the Steemit platform? Right? If you weren't working right now, if you weren't watching this video, what would you be doing for fun, recreation? In my case, I would be riding a motorcycle. So, I'm going to tend to lean towards talking about topics that involve motorcycles. You know, fixing them, riding them. There's motorcycle racing. I could talk about that. Stuff that interests me, something that's going to keep me coming back. So that's the most important thing that you need to find. You need to find what interests you. Once you do that, it gets pretty, I wouldn't say easy, but it's not as hard. I think the hardest part is finding stuff to talk about that interests you. Because you could just pick random topics off the internet and create a couple paragraphs or a couple minute video and talking about it. But if it doesn't interest you, then it's going to seem like it's a 9-to-5 job. It's going to seem like work. And you don't want to do that because your chances of sticking around on the platform is low if it's going to feel like a chore. So, once you figure out what you want to talk about, make it interesting to other people who don't know what it is. So, not everybody in the world rides motorcycles or has a motorcycle. So I want to make it interesting, make them want to ask questions, make them want to get engaged with me as the author. So you want people to comment and spark discussion in the comments. So that way you can engage and talk to the readers or the viewers and up the chances of them following you, liking you, upvoting you. So, and that leads me to my next question, or my next point. Once you post, you may or may not get comments. If you do get comments, engage. Always, always, always follow up and reply to anybody who comments you. Even if it's something that simply says, I agree with what you said. You could just say, thank you for reading my post. I hope you learned something. I hope you got something out of it. Just always comment. Because a lot of people, they'll comment on your post and they want to spark that discussion. They want you to reply. If you don't reply, they may still follow you if they really, really, really thought your content was good, or they may not. Most likely they won't, because if the author isn't willing to engage with me, I'm not going to follow them. So, and you know, another way to gain good followers, quality followers that'll help you in the long run, is comment on other authors' posts. You know, if you find a good article explaining how to buy Bitcoin or what the blockchain is, and you really liked it, comment it, spark a discussion. You know, if your comment really helps add value to that post, people are going to follow you. So always comment good quality comments that add value to the author's post. Always post engaging content that makes the reader think, that makes the reader or the viewer want to engage and talk about what they just read or saw. So it takes a while. It's not going to happen overnight. And I see a lot in the news section and the help. A lot of people ask, I just spent 2 hours, 3 hours writing this blog post. I put all kinds of pictures in there. I made sure everything was engaging, and I only got 1 follower, 2 upvotes, and all I got was 3 cents. Well, if every time you post something you got $100, $1,000, life would be really easy. I'm sorry, it just does not work that way. It takes time. I've put out 2-minute videos where I just explained 1 or 2 quick little ideas, and I got $25. Couple upvotes, couple whales, $25. Now I put out videos that were 15 minutes long. I got 2 upvotes and 7 cents. It's just, you need to build that follower base to help get your content out there and in front of as many people as you can. Simply posting a video and hoping it garners a lot of attention. Most of the time it doesn't. Now there's a few exceptions where you might get lucky, get the sight of a whale, and you know, get 35, 50 bucks. Or you might get re-steamed to a curation guild, which I'll explain in another video because that's another topic in and of itself. So you might get picked up by a curation guild. Somebody might upvote it, and all the followers would upvote after the main upvote, and you know, you'd be sitting pretty as far as that goes. But it takes time. You need to put in the hard work. You need to build your content. You need to find your niche. You need to find things that are interesting to talk about, and most importantly, interest you. Because like I said earlier, if you're not interested in what you're talking about, then it's really going to show. The reader is going to pick up on it. The viewer is going to pick up on it. And they're not going to follow you because you're just going to seem like it's boring. And you don't want that. Because like I said, you may not last on the platform. Not because you'll get kicked out, because again, you'll think it's a chore, you'll think it's a job. Oh, I have to do this again for 10 measly cents. It's not. Think of it as fun. Think of it as building the foundation. You can't build a house, you know, without a proper foundation to build it on, or else it's going to sink. So the same thing with your Steemit quote-unquote career. If you don't build the proper foundation for your content to sit on, then it's just going to collapse, and you're gonna go away and disappear. So, and you want to try to do it soon. You want to work hard and get it, because with the upcoming hard fork 20, I believe, Velocity, they're going to streamline and quote unquote open the floodgates to make it easier for users to join. So you want to get in on the ground level, so that way you get the maximum chance that you can get. And again, with the emergence of Bitcoin doing really well, Ethereum doing astronomically well, more and more countries are going to start adopting cryptocurrencies. So you want to get in when Steemit is still in its infancy. So, you know, just to touch what we were talking about, the most important thing is you want to build quality content. You just don't want to, you don't want to slack on your content. Once you build the content, engage with your readers and viewers, and it's going to come. It's not going to come overnight. It won't. I promise you that. Unless you're an exception, you're a YouTube star, you've already have, 100,000 subscribers, and you're putting the Steemit platform in addition to your YouTube. Then it might come quick. But for the regular people like you and me, we got to put the work in. And let me tell you, if you put the work in, Steemit will reward you, and it's going to be worth it. I promise you that. But put the work in. Enjoy. Don't treat this like a job. Treat this like an avenue to connect with people. Alright? And you're going to do fine. I promise you. Thank you for watching. I hope you learned something. I'm going to come at you again with a video maybe later today, tomorrow. So, take care, guys.